Hey everyone, welcome to ranking the 2000 to 2001 basketball release inserts. Now, why am I looking at 2000 2001? Well, as I continue to get priced out of the current market, I decided to look back to see what I could collect from prior years that are much more affordable, much lower price point, and that still scratches that itch of collecting basketball cards. So getting ahead of myself here, but looking at starting at 2000 2001, there's about 197 what I call unique inserts. So these are parallels will be combined into a single card rating. A lot of the rookies were not that great this year. It wasn't a high rookie class. The top two are probably Kenyon Martin and Jamal Crawford, so that kind of tells you what to expect in this rookie class. So I'm going to skip a lot of the rookie exclusive inserts, as it wasn't like the style wasn't that great, and also the players weren't that great either. Now the top chases here were Kobe, Shaq, KG, Duncan, Iverson, Dirk, and T-Mac. Now most of these cards I've not held in my hand, so I can't say how great it looks in person. So then excuse some of the pick quality I'm using. A lot of it was just eBay or other sites I was able to get. But hopefully it just gets the job done. And then I try to rate the card and the design and not the player or like how valuable the card is, but it became a little tricky. So we'll go right into it. First, we have 2000 Topps Team USA. So I think this was the Olympics year, and there were some inserts that came out from Topps Team USA that weren't all that great. So I'll start with that there. We had National Spirit to start it off. Pretty cheap. Not really my cup of tea. But some decent players here. Like I wouldn't mind having that Kevin Garnett if I've ever seen it pop up. And then just moving down the list. Next, still the same release. This one's called Side by Side. You had the men's, women's on men one side, women on the other side. Now the parallels came down to like one side is refracted, one side isn't, or both sides are refracted. So you can see the right side with Grant Hill and Nicky McRae where both sides are refracted, and they're still really pretty cheap. You can find on eBay today. And then something else that came out of Topps Team USA was the US Archival. It's pretty cool. You could get some jersey stuff in here. But again, the player list isn't all that great. So just again, not really for me. We'll go to 2000, 2001 Hoops Hot Prospects Rookie Headliners. This one was like a cool maybe concept they thought of. It's like a newspaper with the headline, but just it kind of looks pretty cheap, not that great. Like this Jamal Crawford one was sold for $1 recently. And then sticking with I know I said I wouldn't do too many of the rookie exclusive inserts, but I'll do maybe a few more throughout this. So next one is NBA debut postmarks. So I guess this is supposed to be like a postage kind of thing going on here with the rookies. And again, these are two of probably the best rookies from that class. And then Jamal Crawford won for $15 not too long ago. Moving down the list, next is Top Stars. Game progression. So again, I didn't mention it before, I'm going like worst to best. So these were a cool concept at one point, I think, because you had like the previous players that were great and like the past, then you got the current players, and then what they thought was future. The bad part is none of these players really panned out for the future like they thought they would. It's like the Mitch Richmond, Kobe Bryant. Okay, Mitch Richmond, good player. Kobe's Kobe. And then Courtney Alexander. Or you had Scottie Pippen, Vince Carter, and then Darius Miles. So cool design, but just did not hold value long term. Next is Upper Deck Legends called Generations. Kind of the same thing. I think this helps because now you're just having the past legends and the current superstars. Like you had the MJ and the Kobe and a PSA 9 went for over $1,200 recently. I'm not the biggest fan of cards of retired players coming out. That's why I kind of put it down the list, although there's some exceptions later on in this list. And also not really a big fan of the 2-player cards unless you go into like jersey auto, stuff like that. So we'll go down kind of the same postage from Fleer Futures. This is called Autographs on Location. The same like a little postage wise. You got the postcard and then you got the auto at the bottom. Now you have this like weird, I don't know what even is, like a jigsaw puzzle where one piece might fit into another. So here's like an Elton Brand, Tim Duncan one called Man to Man. And yeah, not for me. Going to 2000, 2001 Topps combo. So a few parallels or different, maybe not parallels, but different releases came out of here. You had the Series 1, Series 2, and then out of the Jumbo. So you can see some of the Now and Then, Athletic All Around, and Spartan Pride. Again, didn't really do much for me, so I skipped out on these. Year 3 coming from Fleer Ultra. So there's a parallel version of this, Platinum to 100. And from the pictures that I saw on the right is the parallel Platinum to 100. I can't really tell just from the pictures what's the difference. I kind of see like a little something different, like around the 3 maybe. But from the front of the card, I couldn't tell what the difference was. But you can see the price difference from this Vince Carter Year 3. One is like $3, then the Platinum to a number to 100 is $124. All right, moving on to Topps Chrome Combos Refractor. Yeah, this is 2 players on each, teammates. So this is the California Dreamin' one. Or the base is just the non-refracted version. Then the parallel, you got the refractor. And a PSA 10 of Kobe and Shaq went for over 18 grand not too long ago. And even just the regular base one of Kobe and Shaq are you know, it's not the cheapest card, I would say. Moving on to net assets from Essential Credentials. Again, not too much to talk about here. Just the hoop in the background. Skipped out on this one too. From Topps Rise to Stardom. Weird choice of colors. You got the blue and the red, then you got the black at the bottom. So a lot going on, but nothing really doing it for me. Then going to Topps Gallery. So Gallery, I guess, is maybe Topps back then. It was their like motif almost, or their Court Kings maybe, or they're trying to be a little more artistic with their card designs. But the Charity Gallery was probably the weakest out of all of the inserts they had in that release. Next one we got from SP Authentic called Athletic. Not too much to talk about here. They just have Athletic written at the bottom and then, or on the side, and then just SP as well. So the Kobe one went for 24 bucks. Skipping out on that one too. Next is Home Court Advantage. This one was pretty cool. Like, I like the logo in the middle of the court, and then I like how the court is colored to match the team's logo. So like the AI one, you got the red and blue key and free throw line, and then for the Tim Duncan one, you got the black and silver. And there's apparently a 1-to-1 or a 1-of-1 parallel for these as well. I did not get a shot at seeing any of the 1-to-1s when I did a quick Google search. So if anyone has, one of those, or can even send me a screenshot of them, there's going to be a bunch of these 1-to-1 that I just could not find a picture of it. I didn't do that much research anyway, but I couldn't find it on the brief Google search I did. All right, next is Bowman's Best. This is called Rookie Locker Room. So this is another one of those rookie exclusive ones. You have just a regular base one on the top left of Mike Miller. Then you got the autograph one, the collections parallel, the flashback parallel, and then the relic parallel. You can see of Hedo Turkoglu on the bottom right. There's the player worn jersey. Now, I'm guessing this was before the season started, so a lot of these were just like event worn and thrown on here. But this is a much better rookie kind of insert than the previous ones that I saw. Moving on to Fleer Authority. This was also like a rookie / veteran combo insert. So like Darius Miles is the rookie in this one. Now there is a base one, a number to 1250, and a number to 499. So the pick on the right is the one number to 499. And the only really difference I could see is that little stamp under Fleer. One is like just round, the other one's a basketball, and that basketball is not the one number to 499. Next, rookie memorabilia, another rookie only insert. You got the base, then you got the one with the signature on the left, and a jersey or basketball on the right. Or the jersey or basketball is the other parallel, and then the jersey one is on the right. The Mo Pete one went for $4, so pretty cheap. This is your thing. Next one from Fleer Authority, rookie reflections, and rookie number to 1250 is the parallel for this. Now the rookie reflection, I don't know why they call it rookie reflections, because they're not a rookie. I don't think Shawn Marion was a rookie in this one. So a little confused there, but maybe they're reflecting on their rookie year. I don't know. You get a game-worn uniform patch, which is, I guess, isn't terrible. Or jersey here. And then the rookie number to 1250, this Kenyon Martin one. And a BGS 9 went for $6. So, hey, Kenyon Martin wasn't a bad player. $6. BGS 9. I can't hate on that. Fleer Authority. You have called With Authority. You have the left side number to 999. And the right side number to 299. Now the only difference I saw was the back of the card has the numbering. Front, I couldn't really tell. And a T-Mac went for $9 on the 299 version. All right, now we get to maybe one of the last rookie parallels I'll quickly talk about. Welcome to NBA. This Jamal Crawford. Now there's the regular base one on the left, and then the right one is a VIP. You can see the bottom right corner of the card. Numbered to only 50 copies. So, and these are still pretty expensive, even for, a rookie class that wasn't that great. But Jamal Crawford recently sold for $250 on the VIP. Now we go to Stadium Club, striking distance. A clean kind of insert, but I think there's just too many colors going on at the top. If this was just more like the white only, I think I'd like it a little more. But yeah. Showman from Topps Finest. Nothing really to talk about here. Not my cup of tea. Not sure what's going on. Now, Upper Deck had a Legends Masters collection. I won't go into it too much just because I don't like the retired players releases. But there was like some autograph coming out of this. Like this one was numbered to 50 of some of the Legends, and he's a Larry Bird version. So I do kind of like this, but I still have it pretty low on my list of locked inserts from this year. Same release, this one called Legendary Floor. So this one they put a chunk of the floor out and put it in the card. So apparently this is the floor that Michael Jordan played on, number to 100. A PSA 9 recently sold for $1,000, and I'm sure that has to do with Michael Jordan more than anything. But these were, a couple of the releases I liked from the retired players. There'll be a few more throughout the end of this. More Bowman's Best franchise favorites. There's a autograph and a jersey parallel. So there's a Magic Johnson on the auto. Then you got the authentic game worn jersey for like Penny and J Kidd. They went for like 118. It's not too bad for two great players in the day, and you get both of their game worn jerseys on the same card. I thought that was pretty cool. Fleer Tradition Hardcore Classics. This one's like a weird, you just have like this purple border on the top and just cuts off hard. It just says Hardcore Classics on it and nothing else. For the Shaq it says High Point Game, and then I can't really tell what Jason Kidd says. Terrible picture quality here I took, but again, just kind of bland. Doesn't really stand out. Pretty hideous design. Diamond Nation from Upper Deck Black Diamond. I have no idea what's going on with this design. Shaq one recently sold for $3 on the Diamond Nation. Now you go to No Boundaries. I actually picked up one of these at a card show for $1. The Tim Duncan one recently sold for $5 on eBay, I believe it was. So No Limit from Topps. This one, it had some potential, but then I don't like when there's a insert labeled, a certain name, but then there's no design to go with it. It's like No Limit, not really sure what to think of it. There's like the rays coming out from the top. I wish the rays were more coming out of the ball. That would have been pretty cool. So good idea, but I just wish they named it something else. Just to say one more thing, I think I have the same card twice, but there was a refractor version of this on the right side. Actually, it's not a different version. This is the Topps Paper, the flagship, and this is Topps Chrome No Limit. So the Topps Chrome has the refractor, and you can see the price difference on the refractor versus the base. So the base one in a PSA 9 sold recently for $20, and then just a raw copy of the refractor went for $80 of the same card. Another Upper Deck Legends. This one's called Warm-Ups for Wilt. This is a number to like 200 copies now. This is pretty cool because how often do you get like a Wilt Chamberlain game worn anything? I think this is just from a warm-up jacket, which is why they called warm-ups for the insert. But it's not often you get a Wilt Chamberlain, anything. So if I ever see this, I might pick this up. Topps Finest, called World's Finest. I'm guessing this had to do with the Olympics that year as well, with the American flag in the back. Just the Tim Duncan recently sold for $12. Now we get into Upper Deck pros and prospects. Now the next bunch of cards are like Upper Deck, just random cards or like random names for inserts. There's no like design that goes along with it or anything that stands out. It's just like, it's just called something random like Proactive, and they just write Proactive on the side, and that's it. So here's like another example, MV Performers. It's just written on the side, the players there. Like, I wish there was more thought of, when you think of something like Enfuego and they got the fire all around them, like, the name matches the design. But these are just like, another one, Attack the Rim. This one's from Fleer. I mean, they're not even attacking the rim. Paul Pierce is just dribbling and Iverson's just passing the ball. Another one, Change the Game. Another one, Air Supremacy. A Shaq one recently sold for $20. And just keep going. Total Dominance. I like how it's all green and Tim Duncan's looking at your soul. MVP Theater is next, followed by Super Theater from Upper Deck Ovation. And Pure Basketball from Upper Deck. I mean, Upper Deck named a lot of these. So this one's called Encore Performers, which is, again, I guess it's kind of cool. You got a little foil board going on. A Kobe one went for less than $20 if that's your thing. You get some of these superpowers. I wish they actually included some type of superpowers along with these inserts. Like, I don't know, some graphic or something. Put wings on somebody. True Talents. Again, Upper Deck. Kobe one went for $10 recently. Upper Deck, Ultimate Victory, Ultimate Powers. A PSA 10 for Kobe one for $300. So maybe some people like this one a little more. But really not for me. Keep the same theme graphic. Okay, this one is a little, at least, the insert name matches the action on the card. So I have it rated higher a little bit than the rest. This one's called the Graphic Jam. Name Game. So there's a regular name game, and then there's a parallel premium number to 50. So you can see the Hakeem one. It's actually the game worn jersey over there. Nice little 2-color for him. Principal Powers. I'll just keep it moving. Nothing to say. Courting History. Lead Performers. And we got Theater. We got MVP Performers, I think it was. Now we have the Lead Performers. Setting the Standard from Upper Deck Reserves. Bank Shots. I mean, You got to have Tim Duncan shooting the ball on one of these as a bank shot insert. Highlight Zone from Upper Deck. Starstruck. Now this is called Starstruck. There should have been like a star maybe design in the back or something. But yeah, the Kobe one went for less than 20 bucks recently as well. All right, star coming. At least this one has a star in the back, so I'll give him a pass on this one. This one is actually cool. Diamond Might. This card might be cooler in person, I feel like, than the pictures I used. But still pretty cheap if this is your thing, from Upper Deck Black Diamond. Upper Deck Reserves Fast Company with a little more color. Kind of stands out. I like the the blurriness in the back. Kind of makes the image pop in the front. Power Windows. So this at least looks like a window. So a Shaq PSA 10 went for 300, a KG9 went for 75. So some people do like the Power Windows insert, and the price is showing that as well. The Real World. This one's more shinier than the other one, so I do like it. And then there's like a real kind of design in the back, so I like this one. Diamond Skills. It's okay, I guess. Live Action. A Live Action PSA 9 of Kobe went for 50. All of these inserts are like from an overhead view, if that's kind of your thing, for all the players here. Same kind of overhead view for Kobe in this one. This one's high definition from Upper Deck Encore. This one definitely shines a lot more than the other ones. And then you have like the green, I don't know even what to call it, like a wave pattern at the top and bottom, like a sound wave going on, which is pretty cool. 2-ball. There's a regular version and a platinum number to 100. Unfortunately, the player checklist kind of hurts this one. I feel like, if you had like a Kobe, a KG, a Duncan one on these, they would do a lot better. But a Rip Hamilton number 2, only 100 copies, went for $5. Smooth Operators. It just reminds me of the song. A Kobe one went for 68 bucks in a PSA 9 not too long ago. Yeah, Scoring Menace. Touch the Sky. This reminds me of the Sky High insert from, I think it's Panini that brought it out. I can't remember the exact brand under Panini that put that out, but it kind of reminds me of Sky High. I don't know if I like the white borders on the side, or I wish the whole card was just, with that foil pattern. Yes Men, a die cut. So either I love die cuts or I hate die cuts. This one I kind of hate, but I do like the design within the die cut. It's pretty cool. A Kobe one recently sold for 84 bucks. From Topps Gallery, Photo Gallery, you kind of see the player's like silhouette on the top left. You can see it really on the Vince Carter one than the Kobe one, but I tried to find a Kobe one. I could not find one, and someone had it up for like 75 bucks, which I thought was a little too much. So I'm still looking for a Kobe Photo Gallery to add to my collection. Next is from Topps. I think this is Heritage, not Topps Gallery on the top. So from Topps Heritage, there's a proof and a artist proof. So the proof one is numbered to 250. So the middle Tim Duncan card is the proof one, numbered to 250. Now I can't even tell what the difference is between that and the regular one on the left. That's not numbered, except the back. You can see the serial number. And then on the right, you can see the artist proofs one, numbered to 225, as a auto plus numbered by hand. So if you see one of those, you just pick that up. First Class from SP Authentic. It's got like a, I don't know, pentagon kind of looking design. And there's some cool action shots that I kind of put it up on my list over some of the other inserts. Sharpshooters. This is like, I thought it was going to be like a 3-pointer only kind of shot. So I wish they would do that and, focus on a more shooting insert, which is kind of what Penny does, but not what really Kobe's doing. Kobe one sold for $8 recently. Off the Hook. Again, not really a huge fan of inserts that don't have any style or design that goes with it. So I wish there was like a hook design that went along with this one. I would rate it a lot higher. Power portfolios. I like the little cursive at the bottom. I like the diagonal one. It's a little different from the previous ones. A Kobe one went for 34, and you can find a lot of other ones cheaper than this. Game Breakers. This is from Fleer Tradition Glossy. A Shaq one sold for $3, which I tried to look for one on eBay around that same price. I couldn't, especially with Shaq's markets doing now. But this one, depending on the player, I probably will look to pick up one or two. Air Force One. Now I love puns in cards, or like play on words, not puns. But so Air Force Ones was like right up my alley. I'm trying to look for one. Did not have luck in trying to find the ones I wanted, especially the price that I'm looking for. But this one is okay. I wish there was another design again to go with it, but I like just the name by itself. All right, Upper Deck Legends Yearbook UDY. I like the rainbow foil board design. A Kobe one recently sold for $35. So this is your kind of design. You like that foil board look, that rainbow look. This is a pretty cool pickup. Triple Threats. Now this is like a triple double themed card, which I thought was cool. So you got like, if you look at the Duncan one, it shows the years on the left and how many triple doubles they got. So in 99-2000 they got one triple double. And then on the right, you can see the numbers they put up. I think that's what it is. 22. It says foul. Oh, it's fouls, points. I don't know what the first number is. Points, fouls. I don't know. So he put up 28 points, 3. I wish they put like the stats on there instead. Instead of fouls, should have put like points, rebounds, assists. Like C-Web on the right had 5 triple doubles in 99-2000. Imagine if they had like a Westbrook one, or like a LeBron or Jokic one now. I wonder like that number would be crazy high. All right, SP Authentic Supremacy. Not too much to talk about here. Just a simple basic design. Spectacular from SP Authentic. Upper Deck Ovation Spotlight. I've seen like spotlights now, and they look a lot more cooler than this. This is more like an hourglass design around the player. Electrifying. Now, I wish there was a more, I don't know, focus on the electricity around the player instead of just like the E in the bottom middle part, and then the, you know, transparent background as well has the same logo. Because you see like Michael Jordan's like Thunder and Lightning, those are so cool. I wish there was more emphasis on the lightning somewhere here, and they copied a little of that style. I think there is a card later on in the release that does that, but this one doesn't. Dynamics. Keep it moving. World Jam from Upper Deck MVP. Premium Powers from SP Authentic. And Allen Iverson one for $200 in a PSA 10. I would look to get one of these in just a price that is, you know, like less than, I'd say like $30. If I could find one of these for around that price, I would get it. Outside of that, probably pass. This I think is a die cut. It was hard to tell on the pictures, but it looks like it's like a bunch of books, like 3 books in the back, and then the action shot in the front called History from Fleer Showcase. These are not cheap. Like a Kobe one recently went for $80, and I'm guessing these are just going to continue to go higher. You have from Stadium Club, there's a Capture the Action, which is on the left. Then you got the parallel game view number to 100 on the right. So you see the difference. Like Kobe's market's much bigger, but the Shaq one game view number to 100 went for 95, while just the base of Kobe is like $5. All right, so now we get into some cool ones here. Center stage, you have Act 1, which is on the left of Kobe. Then you have Act 2, which is numbered to only 200 copies. A Kobe one of Act 2 sold for 118. And then you get Act 3, which is only numbered to 25 copies. And a Penny Hardaway Act 3 sold for over $300. And I could not find a Kobe or Shaq Act 3. So this one's pretty cool from Upper Deck Ovation. SP Excitement. We got the horizontal view from SPX. Kind of the same thing really here. SP Excitement. Then you got the XP Extremes from SPX. Kind of the same thing. I'll put like all these in the horizontal kind of shiny look as from Fleer Mystique, Middleman. We'll keep the horizontals going. Arena Vision. There is a VIP numbered to only 50 copies. So like a Shaq VIP, Pop 2, only one higher. Went for $750 not too long ago from a VIP parallel. You go to Gen X. You got the regular base version, then a parallel game-worn jersey. A Dirk game-worn jersey for $20, I would say is a steal, and someone got that. Seal of Approval. So you have the base one on the left, then the... Actually, no, all of these, I believe, are numbered to 250. I don't think there is a base. So the Shaq one went for $50, and then the AI was 14 from BGS 9 and a BGS 8.5. Slam Exam. I like the name, Slam Exam. I don't like the design too much. You have from Topps Finest Moments. You have a regular refractor, which is the Duncan one. Then you got the refractor auto of T-Mac, and then a Relics that is serial numbered. I could not find what serial number it went to, but there's a like Zoe on the right with the Relics. Showstoppers. This is kind of reminds me of the Spotlight that are now the parallels, but it should have been called Spotlight from the previous one. All-Star Class. I like the All-Star design, like the All-Star Class letters in the back. I just wish that was like throughout the whole card. I would have put it a lot higher if it was. Masters of the Arts from Upper Deck. The thing I like the most about this card is the bottom middle. How you have the Master of the Arts in that like cursive and it sticks out. And they use the same text for the player and the team name on the sides. So I like the text more than anything in this card. Deja Vu from Topps Heritage. A Kobe one and a BCCG 10 went for 50. Paul Pierce 9.5 went for $15. So shoot-arounds. Now everyone's all about the jersey worn cards and the game worn jersey cards, but these are from shoot-around warm-ups. Now some of these cards I do like the AI one because he's in his warm-up and it says shoot-around and it's like the warm-up is the part there. But with the Jason Kidd, it's like it's the warm-up, but then he doesn't have his warm-up on the picture. So I like the pictures used with their warm-up on. Speaking of warm-ups, you got the NBA warm-ups insert from Upper Deck Encore. This one you have the regular one, so the Kobe one and a PSA 9 went for $300. Then you have the middle one, which is autographed warm-up, numbered to 50. And then you also have a parallel of that is autographed and numbered to the jersey number of the player. So there's the KG one, which is autographed, warm-up, numbered to only 21 copies. So the T-Mac one, the 50 one, went for 500. You can only imagine what the number to the jersey, like a Kobe or a Garnett one, will go for. Next is co-signers from Stadium Club. You have like a legend and then a current player. I couldn't find what this sold for, but there is one on eBay right now, just over $2K for this BGS 8.59 auto for the Magic and Shaq one. Air Styles, pretty cool kind of design, but nothing really to talk about. Blast from the Past. You have like this throwback logo in the background, and you got the 1971-72 design. So I'm guessing it's just copying the design from that year. I do like the logo in the back more than anything, especially like the Allen Iverson one. So I am on the lookout for these. I'm not seeing any. All right, we get into the top 90 slowly. Okay. Excuse me. Fleer Mystique Dial 1. Now this is like it's a cell phone back in 2001. Oh, what it looks like it was. And you got like the long antenna is what I'm seeing on the side of the card. So it's a Dial 1 for long distance. I would really like a Ray Allen one of this card. So I am on the lookout for a Ray Allen Dial 1 for long distance. Special Forces, really cool coloring on this. Cool, great shots of the player. A Kobe PSA 10, less than 100 copies, went for just a little $500 recently, while a KG Raw went for $4. Now you have 2001 Fleer Futures characteristics. This is a die cut. The edges are more round, and you have like a Chinese character. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. In the middle, you see it says for Tim Duncan, Kenwise Intelligent. I wonder if it's different for every card, which I think it is. The Vince Carter one, the character is a little different. I have a Jason Williams and Allen Iverson one of this card. So these are pretty cool. Next, you go to Hoops Hot Prospects Determined. I have a Tim Duncan of this card. And I did pay $1 for it. So that's actually my sale that I put on there. Pretty cool card. Cool design, like a wavy little pattern. Pretty simple. We go to Upper Deck Hardcourt Court Forces. So from Hardcourt Court Forces. Say that like 10 times fast. Nice design. I like the left side, the lettering, the shiny silver refractory look. And then it like fades away into the Hardcourt Court on the right. Got a Upper Deck Black Diamond. You got Diamond Gallery. You got like a frame and the shooting from the frame. So I like the design on this one compared to some of the other Black Diamond ones. You have a Fleer Tradition Glossy Hardwood Leaders. You have like the player, then I guess what they're leading in whatever category you have. Like whatever's the highest one, I'm guessing, or is it whatever's leading the league? There's no way it's leading the league because Kobe wouldn't have 22 to lead the league, but maybe it's whatever they want to highlight. Sticking with the hardcore or hardcourt, you have Court Authority. So you'll see a lot of designs where you have the basketball court background from Upper Deck Hardcourt, which is why it's called, I guess, Hardcourt. This one you have the design on the back of the court on one side and the player in like this shiny foil on the right. More hardwood, but this is from Fleer Focus called Planet Hardwood. Horizontal, you have the regular one, the base one, then you have a parallel VIP to 50, a KG VIP to 50, PSA 9 recently sold for $320 of Planet Hollywood. And you can see the VIP stamp on the bottom right and the parallel. Floor Leaders from Hardcourt. This is a much better design than the previous ones. You have the vertical look, pretty simple. You have their name, then at the bottom you got Floor Leaders. So I like it says, you got the floor, you got the floor in the back. This is what I mean when like the design matches the name of the insert. A Kobe one BGS 9 sold for $100 recently. This one is from Upper Deck Encore. More courts in the back, but this one's called Star Signatures. I did not see a sale for a Kobe one, but someone does have it up right now on eBay asking 10 grand for one of the copies. More signatures. You have Lone Star Signatures, a Tim Duncan PSA 7 Auto 8 sold for over $1,000 of this. Now, I don't know if it's because this insert is so rare or because Tim Duncan just doesn't sign a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking it's because Tim Duncan just doesn't sign a lot of stuff, and that's why they went for so high. From Topps Heritage, this is number 78. I should fix that on the top left. Called Autographs. The T-Mac one sold for $80, so I could imagine what Kobe or Shaq or Duncan would do in these. More autos. Well, I don't have to imagine on this one. This Tim Duncan only went for 700 raw copy of Top Stars autographs. Again, I think this is just because Duncan doesn't sign a lot. All right, SPS Max Masters. Now this is Jordan, but I think he retired by now, so this is the non-playing years, but one did sell for 200 bucks. From Topps Heritage Authentic Arena Relics. Now this is from the Boston Garden. Okay, you would think, oh, it's the floor, but it's actually the arena seat. I don't think I've seen a seat thrown into a card. But if you're a Celtics fan, you're a Boston fan, and you have a court somewhere and you want a seat card, well, look for Authentic Arena Relics from Topps Heritage. Next is Scoring Kings, and you got a game used ball in these cards. So you got the regular one, then there's I think all of them are actually numbered to 100 copies. So a Vince Carter one went for 35 bucks recently. All right, next is Fleer Mystique Film at 11. So you have the regular copy, which is like the Bryant one went for 200, the Duncan one went for 6. Now there's a parallel of this called Top Story Film at 11. And as you might guess, it's numbered to 11 copies. The only sale I was able to pull from this parallel was a Kevin Garnett Top Story Film at 11 BGS 8.5 that sold for 23 grand, and this was like a few years ago. That was the only one I saw, like even like on sale or that I've sold in the past. So maybe my searching skills are not that great, so if someone has more data, I would love to know. Of course, I would love to have one of these in my collection, but probably a little out of my range. I'll do Hobby Masters from Topps, then Hobby Masters from Topps Chrome. Chrome has a refractor version of this, so very cool looking card. Ball of Fame, another game used ball. This one's horizontal, simple, clean look. More game used ball. You have the game used souvenirs. There's the Paul Pierce one for 20 is a parallel that's autoed. In 2022, a Upper Deck MVP game used souvenirs autograph number to 25 of Kobe sold for 16.2K. So imagine in 2026 how much one of these would sell for. Well, we've had game used jerseys, we have game used balls, now there's more game used floors called Floor General. So again, the name of the insert matches the theme, matches the floor piece, which I like. A Shaq one recently sold for 35 bucks. More game used floor. You have the base one on the left of Kobe of the floor. Now there's also a parallel of autograph number to the jersey of the player. So the MJ one on the right sold in 2023 for 7.4 grand in a BGS 9. So a signed Michael Jordan numbered to 23 game used floor. More game used floor. This one is a legendary floor. So cooler design than the other ones. Horizontal looking number, and then there's a parallel of this number to 100, which the Kobe one went for 5,600, and not just numbered but also signed to 100 copies. Upper Deck Ovation, a piece of history. So these are shoes, I believe. Yeah, authentic game worn shoes. So more memorabilia stuff. There is a parallel, although I don't know what it's numbered to. I know it's numbered, I just don't know to what. That's autographed. So there's like the KG one. Game Gear. It's a great design for the game used card, but I wish it took up more of the card itself. There's too much white borders around the card for me, where it's like smushed down. Skilled Artists. There is a base one on the left, and then there is a premium parallel number to 100 copies. That's a game worn jersey. And you can see the difference, like for example in Paul Pierce. All right, more game used jerseys. Topps Heritage called Dynamite Duds. a game used Dynamite Duds for Paul Pierce went for $10. Say, hey, if you're a Celtics fan, Pierce fan, that's worth it. $10 game used jersey, can't go wrong. More cheap game used jerseys from Fleer Game Time called Uniformity. A Shaq game worn jersey went for less than $20. Baron Davis less than $10. I mean, with this double stripe on there, you know, B Diddy less than $10, double stripe, like that is a steal. More game used stuff. Upper Deck flight gear from Upper Deck Slam. A Shaq, like bottom half of the patch, went for $850, while a Kobe PSA 9 went for $485. Like the Shaq one, for $850 you get that. Like someone got a steal on flight gear for him. Keep the game jerseys rolling. Feel the game from Fleer Tradition. There's the Shaq one on the left. Then you also have a gold parallel number to 50. The Jason Kidd one, you can see the 50 numbered by hand here. So if you're not tired of game worn stuff, we'll keep it going. Fleer Tradition Glossy with the insert traditional threads. Nice design. So this is much better than the previous one where it's taken up a lot of the card and now it has the huge white border. This one's much smaller and you get a nice big chunk of a game worn jersey. More of it from Topps Gallery, so they're more artistic designs. Gallery Origins, a Shaq game worn jersey from Gallery Origins went for $40, or Originals went for $40. Fleer Legacy, now we go into the vertical game used jerseys. Allen Iverson won $15. Game used vertical card. Steal. Fleer Genuine, now these are all numbered to 150, called Coverage Plus. A Vince Carter, numbered to 150. PSA 9 went for $70. Winning Materials, this one is a cool combo because you have the game worn jersey on the left, but you also have the game worn shorts on the right. And I think there are different versions, like some have game worn shorts on both. Some has like a warm up on one and a jersey on the other. So there's some mix and match on these. And then we keep going to NBA Startups, Upper Deck Reserves. This is, I believe these are warm-ups. I should look at the back of the card, but I think these are warm-ups and not jerseys. So a Kobe PSA 5 went for $169, while there are parallels of autographs, like the Jamal Crawford one for $10. I think not too long ago, there was also a Panini Startups, and they were rookie exclusives only. So I do remember the Startups parallel still continued with Panini later on. All right, more game jerseys. Now, the cool thing about these are they cut the game jersey, kind of outlined it with the team logo. The Lakers one, you see it on the basketball in the back. The Wizards one, they got the W on the middle of the Wizard body, and they cut the, card into to make the jersey look like it's that. The Magic one, you got the star, and the Grizzlies, you got the ball. So I think, very, very creative on these, which I really like. And then you also have a parallel called Head to Head from Stadium Club, and then you get a game used jersey of each player. More game used, but this is for the finals. So a game used final from Topps for Shaq went for $275, and a Reggie Miller with a stripe right down the middle went for $333 and a PSA 9. More final game jerseys. There is a regular one from Topps Chrome, but there's also a refractor out of 10. Again, the quick Google search I did, the only refractor I found was this Dale Davis one. The 2-color just went for $282. So if Dale Davis does $282, imagine, something like Shaq or Miller or Kobe would go for on these cards. More NBA Finals game use stuff you had from Top Stars. Game jerseys. A Jalen Rose one for $10 with a stripe on the side. That's not a bad, even if you're not a Jalen Rose fan, that's a pretty cool piece of history to have for $10. All right, we're getting inside the 50, the top 50 remaining. From SP Game Floor, there's a lot of parallels on the Game Floor ones. You have the regular combo one, like the Paul Pierce one. You have the game worn jersey and the game used floor on the same card. Then you have a floor only variation, a floor auto variation, and a floor combo. So the floor combo, you can see the Shaq and Kobe one in a PSA 9. And I believe these are they both played on that same court at the same time for these cards. And then finally, there's a floor combo gold, which is the Larry Bird MJ one in the SGC 10. And you can see the gold and the SP logo in the middle is gold colored. I could not find how much they sold for, but I was able to get some pictures of these. Next one. So again, not the biggest fan of retired cards, but it's MJ and it's MJ materials. So the one on the left from Upper Deck, you have his shorts and jersey on the same card. Now again, I couldn't find any sales on this, but some guy's asking $7,500 for a PSA 6 of this, and there's only 5 copies of 6 or higher in the pop. 2 6s, 2 7s, and only 1 8 of this card. But it comes in a lot of different parallels. So you have the suit, which is the right side of the pick. It's a game worn suit. It's an event worn suit by MJ. Then you have his shoe, you have his jersey, you have his suit and jersey numbered to 250, his shorts and shoes numbered to 100, his jersey and shorts, which is the card on the left, numbered to 100. And then there's a special one where I could not find a pic of it, but it's his suit, jersey, shorts, and a patch, numbered to 23. If anyone has a pic of that, please send it my way. Next, from Upper Deck Legends, legendary jerseys. So the Kobe one, this is like the legendary court, if you remember it. The same design from Upper Deck Legends. You got the legendary jerseys. These are game worn. So you have the Kobe one that went for 180. The middle one is you got Kobe and MJ. Someone's asking $3,500 for this. I don't know what it sold for PSA 7. And then, I mean, the one on the right, you have a Bill Russell. So this is the parallel autographed to most of it up at 50M. So most of them are numbered to 50, not all. But this is a Bill Russell game worn jersey autographed on card. Like, now, there's only one copy I saw that's on sale. Someone's asking for $10,000. But even if you're to negotiate a little lower, I feel like that is such a steal for a piece of basketball history. A Bill Russell PSA 10 Auto 10, numbered to 50, and a game-worn jersey. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but I think that's a crazy steal for that. Next, we have Upper Deck Encore Powerful Stuff. Nice design. It's like the warping kind of design in the back. And then I like the Powerful Stuff logo at the bottom as well. Signature slams, autoed, Duncan kind of image on these cards. A Kobe one sold for just under $5,000 in a BGS 9.5. Some more autos from Upper Deck MVP called Pro Sign, and then there's a gold variation at 25. So a Paul Pierce Pro Sign went for 50, and then I could not find sales, but here's a MJ gold Pro Sign, BGS 9, and a Kobe one in a 9.5. More autos. This one I really like the design of it, from Flair Authority, called Autograph Fix SSD. Like, they got the shiny glossy border on the outside, and then a clean white on the inside. So there's the regular one, like the Andre Miller one. You got the Tracy McGrady number to 250 silver, and then there's a gold on the Antoine Walker number to 50. Next, we got from Upper Deck Ovation, Superstar Signatures, and then a gold variation number to the jersey of the player. Now, the Kobe one is a crazy card. Only PSA 6, but this is a number to the jersey, so this is a number to 8. This is the 8th copy of the 8th. And then Kobe also signed it with an 8. You got the triple 8s on the side. And this sold last time it was on sale for $68,000. And I can only imagine what this will go for if this ever came back on the market. Next, we got Upper Deck Pros and Prospects. You have the signature jersey card, and there's also a level 2 parallel numbered to the player's jersey. So even, Corey Maggette, who might not have the biggest market, his number to 50 autograph game worn jersey went for $180. Upper Deck Hard Court. We'll go back to the court now. Upper Deck Authentics. Just a horizontal view. You got like the up close player plus the far away shot. I'm a fan of the hardcore. I keep saying hardcore design in the back. And then I got the autos at the bottom. Pretty cool. I mean, a Baron Davis PSA 8 for $31 I thought was a steal. Someone got Fleer Futures Hot Commodities. Very, eye appealing, good looking card. Next is Player of the Week. I don't know what these numbers mean. Like it goes 1 through 20 or 31, and then it starts over and it goes to 15. So I'm not sure what that is, but a Kobe Player of the Week went for $50. Next, we go to Upper Deck Legends again, record producers. So these are cards where, some kind of record was set and they made a card out of it. MJ won his most career scoring average. Reggie Miller, I think it says most 3-pointers. Most 3-point field goals made in his career, but that got broken now. And then Kobe, you have the most points in the NBA rookie game, which I have no idea if that's still a record. Go to Upper Deck Encore, Upper Realm. I like the design of these. Very simple. I like the Upper Realm with Upper Deck. Nice match there. If shoes are your thing, this is Soul Train. You have the regular base version and then a premium number to 50 that has a piece of the shoe in there. So there's the Vince Carter one, number to 50, PSA 8, sold for $300. Die cut crown jewels from Fleer Triple Crown. I wish these were like, I don't know, like a crown or something cut onto it instead of a basketball. I would rank these much higher just because I think now you see some of the crown jewels where it has the crown logo on the back. I wish these did as well. Tops, I don't know why I have that picture of Tim Duncan on the right, but just ignore that one. So Top Stars, All-Star Authority. These are cool. They have like, the player in the middle, and then you have some waves coming out of it like a sun or something. These are super shiny. They look great. A Shaq one for $8, which like I try to find now. Could not find anything near that, but someone got a Shaq for $8. Kind of the same design, but better from Top Stars called the Walk of Fame. A Kobe one went for $120 and a Tim Duncan only $3. Tim Duncan, I'm all in on Tim Duncan. I bought one of these Walk of Fames of Tim Duncan. This is like one of the things I was talking about. Where can I find cheaper cards that, I'm satisfied with, that kind of scratch that itch I have for collecting basketball cards. And Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett has been a big part in that. And a little bit of Dirk Nowitzki as well. All right, more play on words, puns. Flight Club, a Kobe Flight Club, PSA 9 went for $130, and then a raw copy for $40. All right, one of the coolest looking cards, To Air Is Human. Great name from Fleer Showcase. The only downside to this card is the players on the checklist. There's no Kobe of this. There's no Duncan. There's no Garnett. There's no Dirk, which is unfortunate. Like, I think T-Mac is probably the best player from this set, and I'll try to get a T-Mac one, but I wish there was like a Duncan or Garnett one of these. Air Club for Men, another great play on words. You have the regular insert, and then you have the platinum number to 100. I tried to get the platinum number to 100 of Tim Duncan, and I was outbid by a single dollar, which was unfortunate, but I'll continue to try to get one. I think it sold for like 23 and I bid 22. All right, another great card hurt by the player checklist, Aptitude for Altitude. You have the regular base card on the left, and then there's a refractor variation on the right. So again, no Kobe on this, no Shaq, no Duncan, Garnett. I think I will try to get an Iverson refractor. It's a great looking card. I wish more players were included in this one. We keep it with Topps Chrome in the paint. Got the paint in the back again. Big fan of the name matches the design of the card. So in the paint, regular refractor. Karl Malone doesn't have, his market is almost non-existent, but a refractor of his in a PSA 10 went for almost $600, which should tell you everything you need to know about in the paint inserts. If you ever see one in the wild, grab one. Skylines, and so like now we're moving into territories where like I'm pretty much trying to get every single one of these cards at a price that I'm comfortable with. So Kobe one recently sold for $200 from Fleer Premium Skylines. Now I think the Skylines actually match the city I want to say they're in. Like Allen Iverson matches the Philly Skyline and Kobe with the LA one. Gallery Extremes is next. This one, a lot's happening on this, but I kind of like it. This is from their Topps Gallery, so it fits their design. I'll try to get a Vince Carter one out of these Gallery Extremes. NB Awesome or NBA Awesome. I'll go with NB Awesome. From Fleer Mystique, a Kobe one and a PSA 10, Pop 45. Sold for $720 recently. I tried to get a Shaq one recently. Was outbid on that one, unfortunately, too. But that one had a big, like, corner smudge, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll try to get another one of them. But these are cool looking cards. Very, very shiny, white. You got the colors in the back as well. Jam Artist. There is a regular one and a one of one called 121, which I have not seen anywhere. A PSA 9 of Kobe Jam Artist went for $800 from Topps Gold Label. Got die cut called Formidable from Fleer Genuine. This has like a disc pattern in the back. Cool looking card. Die cut. This one I do like. A Kobe one recently went for $140, while a AI went for only $20. So if you're an Iverson fan, there's plenty of these ones available. Next from Upper Deck Hardcourt, again, same, the cord in the back. This one's much shinier. You got the foil board rainbow going on. Thriller Instinct is the, again, great name. We'll go from Hardcourt again. This one's called Night Court. He's got the night, like the neon light looking thing. You have the team's logo in the back. A Kobe one went for $150, which I thought is a great deal. More logos in the back. You have the Title Quest from Topps Finest. It's pretty nice. And this is the lightning one I was talking about, called Lightning Strikes. You have the lightning kind of not logo, but the lightning symbol coming down, and you see it. I'm really looking to grab one of these cards. I could not find one that's either in like somewhat decent shape or a decent price. Like, this Kobe one went for $32, which is crazy. Vertical Forces from Upper Deck. I picked up a Kevin Garnett Vertical Forces. So again, this is like, you're kind of seeing the kind of cards I'm targeting getting that I kind of gave up on getting the newer stuff. And this was perfect to research all this. Bowman's Best Expressions. You got the players face up close in the back silhouette while they're in the front doing like an action shot. Great looking card. Fleer Showcase Avant. All copies are numbered to 201. And this is one where I was, kicking myself that I wasn't searching this before. But a Pop 2 PSA 10 Tim Duncan Avant went for $325. Crazy steal. All right, next we got Fleer Showcase Elementary. Again, kicking myself I wasn't there for the KG one for $16, but you can find great deals for these. Very shiny looking. You have like the, chemistry, elemental kind of theme where you have the players' initials in the back. And then I don't know what the numbers mean. Like KG has 40 and Grant Hill has 25.8. Then you got Unleashed from Upper Deck. It's like, shattering glasses is kind of what comes to mind on these. Great looking cards. This is a very artistic one, Florentino collection. I didn't do much research on who Florentino is. Is this like hand-drawn cards that he did for Upper Deck? I'm not sure. But an MJ PSA 9 went for 900, and apparently there's a parallel of an autograph version numbered to the player's jersey that I have not seen in the wild at all. But if I ever see one, like a Jordan one in the future or someone else, I'll for sure try to get it. Hidden Gems. I think now their Topps has their own Hidden Gems. I think it's called Hidden Gems. Oh, something Gems. Probably is Hidden Gems. But this is Topps from 2000 2001 Hidden Gems. A Kobe one and a PSA 8 went for 800, while a Reggie Miller in an 8 went for only $28, which I think is a pretty good deal. If I ever see one, I might grab this. You got the hoop in the back, pretty simple. Love it. Easy design. A Thrillinium, say that 10 times fast, from Fleer Ultra, and a Platinum number to 100 parallel. A Tim Duncan PSA 9 Platinum number to 100 went for $1,000 recently. So while that Kobe just, regular non-platinum version went for $550. From SP Authentic, we got Sign of the Times. So all these are autograph versions, different parallels. You have like the Reggie Miller one, which is the base one. Then there's a double one you see with Kobe and Steve Francis, the Stevie franchise, going for $2K. What a player. Then a triple auto. There's a Kobe that's numbered to 25. Kobe, MJ, Garnett. In 2023, this sold for $16,000 in an Auto 10 Authentic. Then you go into the Platinum, which is, I shouldn't even be looking at it, but it was cool. And these are numbered to the player jersey. So the MJ number to 23 went for $70K and a 9.5. And a Kobe went for $22K number to 8 in 2022. So not much sales on this card, as you might imagine. Topps Gold Label, Great Expectations. I bought this Dirk for $10. I thought it was a great deal for how the card looks. It's amazing, shines. You got the bigger logo of the team in the back, like rays and of sun and cloud in the back as well. So great card. Die cut originals from Hoops Hot Prospects, a PSA 10 of Kobe, over $1,200. Really great design. I think Kobe does a much better job of showing this design than the David Robinson one. You could really see the spiral and the colors in the back pop. Quantum Leaps. I bought the Kevin Garnett one for $5. This is just from Topps, so it's just flagship. I would say if you see these cards, grab them. A PSA 9 of Kobe went for $177. The bad part about these cards is it damages easily, so trying to find a really good copy can be a problem. Number 4, or top 5 now. So number 4, Beam Team from Stadium Club, and these are all numbered to 500 copies. A PSA 9 Pop 32 of Kobe went for almost $3,000 recently, while an AI PSA 8 went for just a little over $400. So die cut, Beam Team, amazing card. Speaking of amazing elements of the game, now the pictures don't do this justice. These are very shiny looking card from Bowman's Best. Kicking myself I wasn't there to grab this $20 Shaq card, but usually now his cards, elementals, are like close to $100, believe it or not. But I'm looking to grab like a KG or a Duncan one of these. All right, number 2, Gallery of Heroes from Topps Gallery. This really reminds me of the Panini Innovation stained glass card. I had no idea these even existed until I started looking at it. A Kobe one went for $900, a raw copy, and then a 9.5 went for over $1,000. And I included the Ray Allen one just so you could kind of see the colors of this. And if you ever get a chance, look at the back of it. I think it is see-through in these cards. I did pick up a Tim Duncan one for $80, which I thought was a great steal. I think these cards, you're always looking for that card that's like low, not many people know about. They're fairly cheap compared to some of the other higher end cards, or even like some of the higher end parallels that everyone knows and has a high pop count. These are low pop counts. Not many in great shape these days. I think in the next couple years, these are one of the few that have like a potential huge upside coming up. And if you ever see these in a PSA 10, I say grab them quick. And number one, again, my personal opinion, don't have to agree, is from Fleer Tradition Glossy Class Axe. Like this is the best design that I saw from any of the cards. Again, I'm not the biggest die cut fan, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people have the Beam Team over this. But this really kind of reminds me, for some reason, it reminds me of like Las Vegas. The logo, when you hit like the Welcome to Vegas logo at the bottom, it's like longer, diamond shaped, super simple. They're very shiny. They can the surface scratches pretty easily. So if you buy one, really take a look. Make sure you get like the lighting on it great. And these are also terribly off center as well. I see so many on eBay right now, and the centering is terrible. But I was able to pick up a Kevin Garnett one, a Duncan one, and a Dirk one already. The Kobe one someone bought for $40 is crazy. I could not find one right now for even close to that price. But if I ever do, somewhere around like the $50, $60 mark, I might pick one up for sure. So anyway, guys, that's kind of my list. These are the cards that I'm searching for, especially like the top 20. I'm always on eBay trying to see if I can get a copy of these while the current market's going crazy. I'm getting priced out of those, so these are the stuff I'm looking for. So once I'm kind of satisfied with this, I'll look into 0102 and maybe do another video of this. So let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.